The world is getting more expensive and people are fed the fuck up. Like people can't stand it anymore. And it's a whole buy nothing rebellion going on. And this video is called It's a No Spend Year. Let's take a look at some of these clips and let's see what people are talking about. Let's see what they're doing. Let's see what we could learn. Because here it's all about freedom, fun, and adventure. And the revolution is not going to be televised. The revolution is not going to be violent. It is a silent rebellion. We're withdrawing our money. And hopefully that changes the system. Oh, that was terrible grammar. But let's continue.
2026 that I don't need. There are 5 things I refuse to spend money on in 2026. Number 1 is going to be bottled water. I got a water bucket jug about a month ago. It has a filter and my whole family has been using it, no problems. Number 2 is going to be any new shoes. I have 10 pairs of shoes that I pretty much stick to and the rest just sit in a closet collecting dust, so I'm not buying any new shoes. Number 3 is going to be any more Stanley cups, coffee mugs, water bottles. Unfortunately, I have about 7 or 8, but I'm done getting a new one every season to match to a different handbag. Speaking of handbags, that's going to be on the list at number 4. I am not buying any more handbags. I am actually selling handbags I'm no longer using online on Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, taking that money to put it towards student loan debt or credit card debt, whatever. The thing I'm not going to be buying in the new year is going to be any skincare products. I have enough, so I am going to be doing Project Pan for skincare products to not purchase anything else for 2026 for my face. Drop in the comments what you are not buying in 2026.
Yeah, it's crazy. The bottled water thing is interesting because when you're paying for bottled water, what you're actually paying for is the bottle itself. You're paying for the plastic, for the truck driver who drove the case of water, for the gasoline in the truck, for the company and things of that nature. So it's actually very interesting. So yeah, getting a water filter and using it, I think is a great idea. I have one of those them big water thingies. I forget what I'll put a picture up on the screen, and then I buy the 5 gallon jugs. It cost me like $3 to get 5 gallons of water, and then I just refill it. We've been using the exact same jugs for like years now. And if you get a filter, that's a great way to save money. Like just using a filter is a wonderful way to save money. Just make sure the filter is actually filtering. I don't actually know what exactly goes into these filters to make them work, but it's a good idea. The handbags things, yeah, sell them. You ain't carrying that much stuff. Most of you guys don't even like go out enough to like change your handbags that often. So I 1000% agree with everything that she's saying. The shoes, that is going to be a big thing for a lot of you guys, man. Wear the shoes until the tread wears off. I wish I could show you some shoes that I had, but like some of the shoes that I have are like damn near 10 years old. Until the tread wears off, I'm just gonna clean them and wear them. Most of the time, I'm in Crocs anyway. Please don't tell anybody I said that. I apologize, but yeah, I 1000% get it because the world is getting so expensive. People are like, no more bottled water. We drinking out the tap. I didn't think it was ever gonna get so bad where people are like, God damn it, I'm just gonna drink out the sink. That's crazy.
I may regret this video. Let's see if I can do a no buy in 2026. Decided to bring out all my overconsumption just for this video because a lot of these things I just had to have, and a lot of them I haven't even used, like these gloves. First and foremost, I think this is my year because my favorite planner is from Walmart, and it's the See It Bigger. And it's in leopard, as you can see, is my spirit animal color. I feel like since this is officially in this pattern, that this is gonna be the year that I really fill this up properly. It was $13. I absolutely love this planner. It's my favorite. It's got a bunch of fun colored markers and pens and all of this from the Dollar Tree. You have to make it fun. I tried kind of doing this last year, even though I didn't have like any real rules. I wasn't really keeping myself accountable, and clearly I failed. Something that really made me realize how much I overconsumed this year was looking at my year-to-date paycheck, knowing that I made a lot more money than I've made in prior years, and I don't have anything to show for it. Yes, I have saved a lot more than before, which is great. I should have saved like 3 times the amount, and I didn't. I don't know if any of you all are like this, but like after the holidays, I just feel very like overstimulated. I have felt very overstimulated for a really long time, and almost where it's like paralyzing. But this is the year where I'm gonna be selling things and doing all the things. So here are my goals, which I'm saying to the universe and to you to also keep me accountable. Pay off one of my credit cards, which is really the only credit card that I have. So that's gonna be number 1, and also pay off a small loan, which is gonna be really easy. I'm already making like a double payment on that loan, but those are the things I want to pay off early. One of my really big things is I have been planting the seeds of redoing my kitchen, doing a kitchen gut rehab. And so I went through the process this past year, going to IKEA, going to other hardware stores to get some ideas and how much it would cost. Other goals: meditation at least 3 times a week, being active at least 3 times a week, journal, and then also huge sell online. I have you can't see this half of my living room, scary on this side, This half of my living room has literally hundreds of things that I need to sell on Poshmark or eBay or wherever I go. I already have a very, very small Poshmark store, but I need to post like weekly these things. So that's also my goal, as well as craft and sew. A lot of the things that I buy when I am thrifting is like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna add this, I'm gonna add fringe to it, I'm gonna do this, and then I never do it. And then also the thing.
First off, this is a very extravagant woman. She's very cultured, as you can see. She is not a minimalist, which I actually approve of, which, you know, I like. I don't like people who are so bland and boring. I believe in essentialism. Like, you could tell based off the art on the wall and all the leopard and the way she dresses. Yeah, this is a very cultured woman. And I like that she's saying she's going to sell, she's going to buy less. And I understand the feeling of making more money and not feeling like you have anything to show for it. I feel like a lot of Americans feel that way. And if you feel that way, let me know in the comment section below. Like, are you making more money than you've ever made before? And if you are you actually like showing something from it? Like, do you feel like you're winning? Do you feel like things are getting better for you? Or do you feel like this woman? Do you feel like you're making more, but you have that lifestyle creep and you just keep spending? I actually, you know what? I'm going to delete the Amazon app from my phone right now, because sometimes I get on there and just scroll like it's TikTok and just look for something to spend money on. I'm not the best. Let me not say that. I'm not perfect with money, but I'm really getting better. Like, I'm really good with it. I spend less than I've ever spent before, and my goal is to save $100,000, and I'm going to be doing that also through the stock market. So stay tuned for those videos.
Go through my no-buy list for 2026. Number 1 on the list, activewear. I have enough. I have everything I need. I have every color in the rainbow, multiples of. I'm done. Next on the list, perfume. How many bottles of perfume does one girl need? The thing is, I'm such an influenced girl. So when I see perfume someone's talking about that they got compliments on, I'm running to buy it. I can't do that anymore. Sober. Jeans. The jean closet is insane. Unless they are literally made for my body, I will not be buying any jeans, because I wear the same 2 pairs of jeans every time I need a jean. Next up, lip products. I buy lip products. I receive lip products. I love a lip product, but I do not need any more. I will not be buying a lip product every time I go to the mall. White t-shirts. It's a problem. Every time I'm shopping, I'm getting a white t-shirt. When they get dirty, I have one to replace it. I don't need to buy it again. I have enough white t-shirts. I'm good on them. I don't need any more. Last on the list, PJs. Why do I have so many PJs? Half the time I wear a t-shirt and some briefs. The amount of PJs that don't see the light of day in my household should be studied. I don't need more PJs. I don't even need half the ones I have right now. I don't need PJs for the rest of my life. But they're so cute. But I'm not gonna buy them. I'm drawing the line. I definitely could have included way more on this list, but that's it for now. And you guys better hold me accountable.
Damn, I think this woman is me in female form, because a lot of stuff she says she's not going to buy are the same things I say I'm not going to buy. Like, she mentioned perfumes. Look, I'm a cologne junkie. If I'm completely against consumerism, but if there's one thing I feel like I have a tendency to purchase, they're colognes. And my cologne drawer is full. I'm not buying any more colognes until those run out. Unless one particular one that I really like runs out, then I will replace it. But I'm never going to replace it with the full-size bottle. I'm going to replace it with a smaller bottle, just because I like the scent. I agree with everything she's saying. Now, the activewear, that one is interesting, because I go to the gym a lot. I love the gym. I love to work out. I don't understand why you guys get so dolled up for the gym. I typically go in an oversized hoodie, some baggy sweatpants, and a pair of just black foot-shaped shoes. That's it. Not the ones with the toes. I'm talking about just like wide toe box shoes. Them toey ones are a little bit weird, in my humble opinion. But yeah, that's that's that. Like, you guys don't need to be spending that much money on activewear, especially if you're not that active. Jeans, I agree with her. I only own 2 pair of jeans, a light and a dark. I may add a pair of black pants, but that's about it. Maybe also a pair of khaki, but I don't wear jeans too often. I don't go out too often. So I'm going to wait for the moment to arise where I need a pair of black jeans or black pants. I have suit pants, like I dress up like that, but you don't need to be spending your money on all this stuff. And yeah, me and this girl actually have a lot of the exact same vices. So I'm going to be taking her exact same advice. I'm going to be doing the exact same thing, trying to save money, trying not to spend so much, because at the end of the day, the less we consume, the less they have control over us. You guys let me know, what are some of the things that you spend a lot of money on? What are some of the things you need to cut back? Like, specifically, like, if you could pick one thing and you're going to say, I'm not buying this anymore, what would it be?
I did a no buy for the first 6 months of 2025, and it actually rewired my brain. It was the best decision I could have ever done. Today, I want to share the rules that I followed. I also think these rules should be really personalized to you and your current spending habits and your goals, but this is what worked for me. My first rule was no clothes. I have so much clothes, there is no need for any new clothes. My second rule was no new shoes unless something broke, which thankfully nothing broke, so I didn't have to buy anything. My next rule was only have 1 coffee outside of the house per month. It's so expensive to buy coffee and matcha and all of that outside of the house. I have a great coffee machine that makes coffee that I really like, so there's no need to do it. And in the similar vein, I had only one sweet treat outside of the house, so like bakeries and cafes and farmers markets, only once a month. No new hobbies. I'm notorious at collecting hobbies, and I have so much stuff to do my current hobbies. There's just no need to buy anything new. No new puzzles or games. Same thing. I have a lot of puzzles. I don't need any new ones. No new home decor, and this was before I moved, so it'd be a little bit harder to do this now, but it worked really well for those first 6 months. No knickknack. I'm notorious for going into a store, seeing something cute, just like a random object that nobody needs, and then I buy it because it's cute. None of that. I stopped doing that. It was a waste of money. Finally, no new skincare or beauty products unless I finished one or it was recommended to me by my doctor or dermatologist. I also had some like soft rules or just general things I wanted to implement during those 6 months and beyond. So I want to make a second video talking about that. And I also want to talk about like what this no buy has taught me and how it made some really sustainable changes in my life. So I'll make a second video about that.
You know, the more I watch these videos, the more I feel like I connect with 30-year-old white women because like I have the exact same issues as some of these people. Like she said knickknacks. I love knickknacks. I'm actually start a whole separate channel where I just like buy and review knickknacks. And I know I said anti-consumerism, but that's going to be for the purpose of like content creation and making money. And at the end of it, I'll probably either sell them or give them away. So it'll go towards a good cause. She mentioned a few more things like not buying coffee out the house. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I gave up coffee. I gave up caffeine almost entirely. Now, if I drink caffeine, it's like an emergency situation where I absolutely need to stay awake. Most of the times I'll just take a damn nap. And once you get off of caffeine for long enough, you'll realize you don't really need it. Get enough sleep. But if I do have to make coffee, I got that instant, baby. I don't care what none of you say. Instant coffee is good to me because I put a whole lot of creamer in it. It's like 75% coffee, 25% creamer. It's not the healthiest, which is why I don't do it often. I may drink like 1 cup of coffee a month now. So I've really like cut back on the caffeine like almost entirely. Like I'll go like a couple months without any caffeine at all. But I used to be a caffeine junkie. And the clothes and shoes, I'm starting to realize the pattern. People buy a lot of clothes and shoes. I actually started decluttering. I try to do this thing now where I get rid of one thing per day. I don't know what that one thing is going to be today yet, but every day I try to get rid of at least one thing. And the more I'm doing that, the more space I have. My room looks kind of empty right now. If you looked at it, it looks like, you know, a basic training barracks. But I need to get, you know, I'm gonna decorate it a little bit, but very, very affordably, very cheaply. Not cheaply, but like low cost. Cheap and low cost are not the same thing. So I agree with this woman entirely. I think like millennial white women are my spirit animal.
Probably not broke, you're just overconsuming. So for 2026, I made a no buy list to help us become financially free and stable. Number 1, buying things in excess. I am not walking into a store to buy 4 body lotions, 3 perfumes, and 2 body scrubs anymore. I will only buy what I need and I can restock when it's empty, not just because I want to have a variety or because I'm bored. And if I already own something that serves the same purpose, I'm not buying it. Shoes, clothes, water bottles. No one needs 10 sweatshirts or 6 Owala colorways. Number 2, manicures. I paid almost $50 for one set last time and it wasn't even acrylic, so I stopped. I spent $100 on Amazon to get everything that I needed so I can manicure myself at home, and now I have unlimited manicures, time with myself, and a new hobby. Do not ask me about pedicures though, because girl, I can't even reach my toes. Number 3, expensive hair care. I fell into the expensive equals better mindset. $30 shampoo, $30 conditioner, and no shade, no tea, but I was not even impressed. So going forward, I'll be choosing hair care products that are affordable and also high quality. For 2026, let's be intentional with how we spend our hard-earned money. And remember, every dollar has a purpose.
Again, it seems like people are spending their money on pretty much the exact same things. It's like nobody's saying anything crazy. Nobody's out here buying Rolex watches or like a bunch of Jordans. People are buying things that they kind of just like. And you know what's crazy? I remember a time when you could kind of just do that. You know, the economy's gotten bad. I remember like the early 2000s, it was a common thing for people to just go shopping. What do you want to do today? I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to buy some things because life wasn't so expensive. People felt like their money actually went far. So the fact that people are doing this is actually a recession indicator, and it's an indicator of the changing of times, because shopping for the sake of just shopping used to be a thing. It used to could just go to the mall or go to like these outlet, like these little strip malls, buy some things, you know, buy new clothes to like spice up your wardrobe, and there was nothing wrong with it. But now people are like, I'm not gonna buy anything at all. The fact that we have to have a buy nothing rebellion shows that people don't feel like their money is going to the right places. And you know me, I'm going to blame social media. Got you thinking that you need everything. And I'm also going to blame debt. I always talk about it ad nauseum. Get out of debt. Stop using credit cards. Stop using credit. Stop all that nonsense. Have one credit card with a low limit and only have that. When they try to increase your limit, say, nah, I'm cool. And then go like that. No personal loans, nothing like that. Buy nothing. Starve the system.
Happy New Year's Eve. These are things I'm not buying in 2026. Starting with makeup and skincare, I own an ungodly amount of makeup and skincare. If I run out of like a foundation, I have 7 more. Do I need to go and buy another foundation? No. I don't need to go buy the most popular makeup product right now because half the time I end up hating it. This one hurts my heart, but it's Shein clothing. Every time I buy it, I either don't wear it or I wear it once and then sell it for like $3. Prices have gotten way too pricey to me doing all that. I might surprise you guys, but dupes. I'm not talking about like purses and like stuff like that. I'm talking about like clothing and jewelry. You know how many times I buy 5 dupes of the thing that I actually want, but then I end up buying what I actually want and then I'm stuck with 5 dupes and the real item and then I just wasted all that money. And honestly, I feel like I'm at that stage in my life. Like if I want it, I will buy it. Random knickknacks, and I'm talking about like going to Target and coming out with $60 worth of nothing. Just because you go to Target, go to TJ Maxx does not mean you have to buy something. And I'm saying that to myself. Cheap jewelry, I recently started getting nicer jewelry. Some Amazon jewelry is good. TJ Maxx has good jewelry, but like specifically Shein and like Every Jewels and stuff like that, I'm just like not. No. I have fallen victim to TikTok shop. Every single time it has failed me. Micro trends, there are so many things that go popular, but then they're out in like a month. And so I kind of want to do a rule. If I want to buy clothing, I have to wait 30 days. If it's still like trending and I still really, really want the item, then I can buy it. It's just like not that in. I'm like, I don't really want that anymore. Then I saved myself. DoorDash. Look, I DoorDash more than I would like to admit, especially for work. If I want food, I'm just going to go get it. I don't need to be that lazy. Obviously, if I can't get up and go get it, I don't need it that bad. Last but not least is unuseful memberships or like my gym membership. I've been paying $30 a month and I have not went in 6 months. Like literally robbery. I'm paying double on some things and like I just really need to go through all my memberships and cancel them. Alrighty, all I have. Hopefully I can successfully do this.
Yep, it's confirmed. My spirit animal is a 20 to 30-year-old white woman. And it is what it is. Because people are talking about knickknacks. I don't spend a lot on like makeup and things like that. Obviously, you see this ugly mug. But I do spend a lot of money on lotion. I'm black, so we got to stay moisturized. I've been pretty bad at moisturizing in my life. I'm not going to lie. But I've made a change. A change is going to come, and I'm not going to be out here ashy anymore. But I'm with all these people. Stop spending all this money. I see a lot of women buy a lot of makeup, skincare, and hair care products, which I get it because it's grooming. But grooming doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't need to like drain your pockets. If it's getting to the point where you're like, you have to make TikTok videos and YouTube videos talking about how you're not going to be spending money on this stuff anymore, then it's gotten too far. The TikTok shop, I think, is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why they added that nonsense. People out there making money on it. I don't believe them. Some people maybe, but a lot of people are not. Sometimes I'm scrolling through TikTok and it's like, do you guys remember what was that show, QVC on television, where it's just like people selling things all day? Like, we have this nice purse, and they got the purse rotating on this platter like a rotisserie chicken or something like that. And people will go on there and call the phone number and order it. That's basically what TikTok has turned into. Some people, their job is just to get on TikTok and sell for other companies. If you go on Indeed right now, you can have that job. And I think it's absolutely crazy. Get off the TikTok shop, get rid of Shein, DH Gate. She says she buys dupes and then buys the actual thing. I don't know why you would do that. Fun fact, they're all made in the same factory. Get rid of the AliExpress, the Alibaba, the Wish app. Like, just wish that you could do better, goddammit. But all of it needs to stop. And I agree with all these people. I'm doing the same thing. This is a silent rebellion. This is a revolution through withdrawal. We're going to emancipate ourselves from this system. We're going to starve the system, but we're not going to be spending money on all this stuff anymore. You guys let me know what are the things that you spend a lot of money on that you know you need to stop. And let's do this together. Let's all make a change together. So like, share, comment, subscribe, and be easy.